Hello, this is Monica with Hyrani Institute, and today we are doing another installment of our sugaring series. So today our video is going to be in regards to your sugaring paste viscosity. So everybody knows that there are different viscosities with your sugaring paste. So right here I have my soft paste, I have my pro paste, which is my soft or medium paste, and then I have my medium. Now all of these paste selections are going to vary based on the service that I'm providing. So if I'm doing a leg service, which is a larger body area, of course I'm going to want to go with the softer paste. Now if I'm doing a smaller area that has more body heat and sweat, I'm going to want to go with probably a medium to a pro. I'm going to want the harder paste. Now the other factor in this whole equation is the room temperature. So it really depends on your room temperature and humidity. And each paste is going to behave differently in a different room temperature environment. So this really has a lot to do with the quality of the air in your salon. Is it humid? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it dry? Keep in mind, if you guys are in a room with more humidity, your client is naturally going to perspire more. Now, it's probably also a little bit more hot, so you are going to need a harder paste for that. So let's say you are in Hawaii and it's hot and it's humid, you're going to need to step up your paste to a harder paste. Now, if I'm in the absolute cold, dry environment, I'm actually going to want to go with a softer paste. So the reason why I have my little monitor here is because this helps me to decide what paste that I'm going to use. So as you can see, my room right now is 69 degrees. Now that is an ideal sugaring temperature. So with that being said, I can go with my classic selection. So my classic selection is going to be a soft paste for the legs and arms. It's going to be a pro paste for medium areas such as possibly lower arms, face, brows, some people's underarms, and stomach. Now my medium paste is going to be for smaller, sweatier areas, some people's underarms, and definitely for Brazilian and for the bum. So that is going to be my classic selection. Now I'm going to need to adjust that selection based on this temperature right here. Now hopefully you guys have a good air conditioner. That's not always the case. If you guys have a hotter room, you're going to need to change your selection. So let's just pretend that this meter right here said 78. Now in the summer in certain salons, that can happen, you guys. It can be 78 degrees and it can be humid. In that case, I would be choosing the medium for most of my services. And I would probably be mixing the medium with the pro for something like the legs. Now keep in mind, if it gets over 78 degrees, it gets up into the 80s, I'm actually going to need to take my medium, not only use that harder paste for all my services, I'm also going to have to turn down the temperature on it to about a 2 because I want it to be harder, because once it hits the client's skin, it's actually going to start melting with their perspiration. So keep in mind, when your clients are walking in from a hot environment outside, even if your salon's a little bit cooler with the AC, they are going to be naturally having more sweat. So you need to accommodate for that. If you see your client has more perspiration on their skin, you are going to need to step up your sugar. Now, if you get onto the client's skin, you start with the paste and you realize, hey, this paste is way too soft, it's actually melting on the client, stop right there. Don't try to continue the service with that paste. Because what's going to happen is you're going to pull, it's going to get stuck, and you're going to bruise the client. And, you know, the bruising is not really going to hurt the client, but it's going to look scary to them, and they're going to be freaked out and think that you really hurt them. And it's just not a good experience or a good look for your business. So what you're going to want to do is immediately grab all the paste off the client that you can, and then you're going to want to throw that glove out, get a new glove, grab the harder paste, and you can possibly even, depending on how bad the melting is, mix it with some cold, hard paste in your hand. So it's really nice and cold and hard. Then you can grab the edge of the sugar that's melted, flick it right off, and then continue the service with the harder paste. If that is too hard, then you can throw that glove out, get another full scoop of the medium, and continue with that. And this is a method that I've used time and time again before we got a great air conditioner installed here at Hyrani. And it works every single time. So just be aware of your room temperature and really make your paste selection based off of that. And I highly suggest getting one of these monitors if you guys can get it.